powerful spell cards have always been an integral part of the game and of deck building in general. It's not always about monsters, and some of these cards have really shaped the way that the game was being played. When you could open up from ever since the game was released, the cards such as Pot of Greed, you would feel amazing, and your opponent would then need to find a way to come back. But the definition of power spells has really changed throughout the years, and Quarter Century Stampede allow us to take a look and compare what used to be the standard from back in the day. In particular, there have been some important releases for what is Time Wizard 2005.
Yeah, especially because here on the table we have Metamorphosis, which
Yes.
Basically allows you to special summon one fusion monster from your extra deck, and the other one being Delinquent Duo, which honestly I'm a big fan of, especially because by paying 1,000 life points, basically your opponent discards 2 cards, essentially. And I think back then these cards were incredibly powerful, not only because there was Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity, especially because of the strategy of your deck. If your deck was based on fusion summoning monster, you could also play cards such as Scapegoat, for example. But as you mentioned, I think the difference is how spells basically changed throughout the years and how they evolved. Especially because from discarding cards, basically we went to drawing cards. So it really, it's. Yes, I think it's balanced differently, but at the same time you can also see them, with different eyes nowadays back to 2005.
Absolutely, and in 2025, 20 years in the future, again, we have the ability to just touch with our own hands, never released before in the trading card game, alternate art versions of some iconic, more recent spell cards. You've mentioned drawing cards, and some of these cards I feel like are an adapted version of these iconic old spell cards. If Pot of Greed just straight up allows you to draw 2 cards, Pot of Extravagance is, under more difficult conditions, still allows you to draw 2 cards. And here you can see this alternate art based on one of your decks, right? You used to play with the Eldlik, the Golden Lord.
Yeah, I love the deck, especially because of the amount of trap cards you could play in the deck. And Pot of Extravagance was one of the very cool cards to play, especially, to allow you to draw into more cards and basically, set 5, pass,
And call
I've
it
done
a
my
day.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you set 5, you're obviously bound to lose to a card like RP's Feather Duster, which, if combined with, Raigeki, allows you to get, your own copies of Build Them In within a Lightning Storm, which pretty much allows you to choose which of the 2 effects you'd rather go for. And again, here showcased with this amazing alternate art version. But also, I gotta say, at least some of our favorite alternate art for this set has to be Called by the Grave. It's arguably the best quick spell at the moment in 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh! It's played everywhere, either in the main deck or in the side deck, although it's obviously limited. And my suggestion for you guys is to just try and find yourself a Quarter Century secret rare version of this card, so that just like I am doing right now, you can admire in detail all the different details in this amazing alternate art, and just find out for yourself. But yeah, this has been a nice journey throughout what is the concept of a powerful spell card in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. But just let us know what is your favorite spell card and your most favorite spell card of all time. Down below in the comments. Thank you.